accord.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Zhe The matric number is 200117. Our group name is Justice League, which is from MGM3352 Business Law. Now we are doing Activity 8, which name is Legal Issues, and we have 2 issues to talk about. And our 5 team members are listed on the screen.
Well, my name is Lu Cunrong and my matric number is 200157. Today, I'll tell you guys some details about today's agenda. For the issue 1, be called Marriage and Minor of Malaysian. Then we will tell the relevant law about India, Bangladesh, also China. Then about the application and suggestion and recommendation will be included. Then the issue 2, Cartel Malaysian. Also, we will tell the relevant law, India, Bangladesh, and China. Well, following that, the application, suggestion, recommendation, then we will do the conclusion of these issues part. Well, that's all.
Hello everyone, my name is Sakibul Hassan Sakib. My matric number is 200162. I will tell about the issue 1, marriage and minor. Aslam, a 16-year-old boy, enters into a promise for marriage with Aisha. Penalty of breach of promise fixed at 100,000 ringgit. Later, Aslam changes his mind and withdraws from the promise. Aisha sues Aslam for breach of promise. Aslam refused to pay Aisha the promised amount, stating he cannot enter into contract because he is below the age of majority. Issue: is Aisha entitled to the promised sum of money from Aslam? Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Amar Ben Latif. I will start with the relevant law. We'll start with Malaysian law. So the relevant law in here are Contract Act 1950 and Age of Majority Act 1971. So the general rule of this law is capacity of contract, where Section 10 states that this should be made by free consent of parties competent to contract. And Section 11 stipulates who are competent people. So competent means age of majority, sound mind, and not disqualified by any law. This is the general law. Now, there are exceptions to general rule. In the following cases, a minor can enter into contract, which are marriage, divorce, dower, and adoption based on Age of Majority Act 1971. Now, in comparison to this Malaysian law, we have compared all the other 3 nationalities which are present in our group. I'll start with India. In India, this specific matter is governed by Prohibition of Child Marriage 2006, where it states that the legal age for man to get married is 21 years of age, and legal age for woman to get married is 18 years of age, and there are no exceptions to this rule.
Hello, my name is Wasimul Hassan Sanjit and my matric number is 200150. For Bangladesh, Child Marriage Restraint Act 2017, legal age for man 21 years, legal age for woman 18 years. Exceptions, special cases are for the greater good of the adolescents.
Well, in China, we have the marriage law of the People's Republic of China in 1981, and they set the policy that the legal age for men is 22 years old. The legal age for women is 20 years old, so there is no exceptions.
Okay, now coming to application, suggestion, or recommendation of the above stated law to the issue that we have already discussed. In Malaysia, according to Contract Act 1950 and Age of Majority Act 1971, and the exceptions to the general rule, the contract entered by Aslam and Aisha are very valid in the eyes of law. Hence, it is recommended that Aslam honor the agreement and pay the penalty for breach of contract. In a nutshell, Aslam owe Aisha a sum of 100,000 Malaysian ringgits. Now in India, for the same situation, this agreement will not be valid because contract between minors are not valid in the eyes of law. Hence, Aslam has no obligation to pay.
For Bangladesh, agreements are not valid. Contracts between minors are not valid in the eyes of law. Aslam has no obligation to pay unless this is covered by the special case.
So if the case is in China, the agreement is not valid. Based on the contract between minors, and Aslam has no obligation to pay.
For the issue 2, the cartel, there are some cartel activities recognized by the MyCC, Malaysian Competition Commission, for a certain sector of individuals. Because of multiple infringement combined with some tampering of evidence, MyCC decided to go ahead with a criminal penalty against the cartel. Cartel's lawyer contested the argument, citing that the above-mentioned charges, if found to be true, will attract only civil or administrative charges and not criminal sections, further pointing that cartel conduct under the Competition Act 2010, the Competition Act, is not criminal offense. So the issue is, can cartel activity attract criminal charges?
For this issue, the relevant law is in Malaysia, Competition Act 2010, the Competition Act, discretionary powers of MyCC, Malaysian Competition Commission. Obstructing MyCC investigation may lead to criminal sanctions like refuse to give access to documents when directed by MyCC, provide false or misleading information, evidence or documents, destroy, conceal, mutilate or alter any evidence with the intent to defraud MyCC or obstruct MyCC investigation, tamper with or break a seal affixed to protect the integrity of evidence, tip of other in a manner that is likely to prejudice any investigation or propose investigation, or threaten reprisals on persons who file complaints in infringements or cooperate with MyCC in its investigations. On conveyance of above, corporate penalty up to 5 million, subsequent offense 10 million ringgit, individuals fine up to 1 million, subsequent offense 2 million ringgit, imprisonment up to 5 years or both.
Okay, if the same conviction has happened in India, it is very similar to the Malaysian law, but in India, it is governed by Competition Act of 2002. The commission responsible is Competition Commission of India, or in short, CCI. CCI has no jurisdiction to impose criminal activity. However, under Section 42, subsection 3, imprisonment up to 3 years for non-compliance of CCI guidelines or non-payment of fine can be imposed upon individuals.
Okay, so for Bangladesh, the Competition Act 2012, BCC, Bangladesh Competition Commission, in case of contravention of orders of commissions, if contravenes any order of direction made or any condition or restriction imposed or any approval given by the commission, then imprisonment of up to 1 year. Thank you.
For China, anti-monopoly law of China is like cartel monopoly arrangement don't attract criminal liability as they are not criminal violation in China. Obstruction of investigations only attract criminal liability. Imprisonment up to 3 years.
For this issue, application, suggestion and recommendation, criminal sanction for cartel activities. For Malaysia, imprisonment up to 5 years for individual along with fine.
For India, imprisonment up to 3 years for individuals along with the fine.
For Bangladesh, imprisonment up to 1 year for individuals along with fine.
For China, imprisonment up to 3 years for individuals along with fine.
Now we have reached the conclusion of our presentation. We have discussed two issues. First one is marriage and minor, and the second one is criminal charges for cartel activities. To wrap it up altogether, what we have identified and understood based on comparison of different laws in Malaysia and in India, China, and Bangladesh, we have understood that marriage contract with a minor is valid in the state of Malaysia, whereas it is not valid under any circumstances in India, Bangladesh, and China, except for some reservations in Bangladesh for special cases. Now, issue 2, for criminal charges of cartel activity, the general rule is that there is no criminal sanction for cartel activities. However, based on some additional requirements or additional infringements, there could be some criminal charges for individuals for cartel activities, which can go like imprisonment for individuals, which vary from 5 years up to 5 years in Malaysia, up to 3 years in India and China, and up to 1 year in Bangladesh. And that is all from our team. Thank you for patiently listening. Have a good day.
Thank you.